silver sings again. I follow the path so long. I've weathered this tide through everything carried on. It's hard as my hide. I follow the path so long. The old despair is faded now at last. Ooh, oh. At the end of the path, I rest my weary feet. At the end of the path, in quiet comfort we'll meet. Treads of blood and wine, hunting one last time. Hunting one last time. These lines upon my brow, they beckon to me now. I follow the path so long. I've weathered this tide through everything carried on. With strength in my stride, I follow the path so long. I need a place where I belong at last. Ooh, oh. At the end of the path, I rest my weary feet. At the end of the path, in quiet comfort we'll meet. Weary wolf at the end of war. Love's the loop apart no more. Weary wolf at the end of war. Love's the loop apart no more. It's got to share a loop at the end of war. Still got the loop apart no
Good evening, everyone. This is Gregor. Welcome to the stream. Tonight, hopefully, kind of like need to get this game done, and I'm like half a chapter away from the end of the game. Hopefully, I need I really just need to get this done. I want to move on to Chrono Trigger, which is way more interesting for me. Also, hey JLC, welcome. How's it going? How are we doing today? What's actually happened in this game? We've let's see. We found out who the puppet mistress was behind like the whole thing with the fake orders from King Foltest. We fought a giant Kikimor boss, and then we almost got killed by said puppet mistress, but we got teleported at the last moment to bumfuck nowhere, like a little rural country someplace else, when I'm supposed to be doing random stuff. I left the Witcher castle, went to the woods, killed the fairy ghost dog, made it to the city. Yeah, we're kind of like done with the city, and now we're out in the woods, more or less. That's kind of like literally what's happening here. I'm out in the woods because I nearly got killed by whoever's like pulling the strings in like the shadows. Yeah, there was a puppet mistress. There's like a lady that's been. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can tell you, but do you want spoilers at this point? Question mark.
You'll bring trouble.
I don't know. Do you? Like by default, I try not to give more spoilers than I can. But yeah, I can totally go on if that's what you want. It's not a particularly interesting story. It's like a nice idea, but the way it's been presented wasn't that great. There's no such thing as spoilers. Fair enough. So, you are aware that the monster that we fight in the intro movie before the the start of the game, the Striga. You remember that, right? And you remember that it's actually like a lady that's been cursed or something. And what you may not remember is that that lady is actually the king's daughter, Ada. So yeah, what ends up happening is that Ada is behind everything. The Salamandra attacks, the intrigue, the faked royal decrees have all been faked by her. She's been using Salamandra to advance her political goals, which is likely to like off her dad somehow and take his place as queen, because apparently that's how it goes in like medieval-ish fantasy kingdoms. And yeah, she found out that we found out without ever being clear how she knows that we know, which is fine. Just like go with it. And in order to be saved from that, we get teleported to here. And more or less chapter 4, as far as I can understand, is half tying loose ends, like who the hell that Berengar person was and what his problem is, and half doing random shit until it is safe to go back to Vizima. We are like literally the main quests here are one for brokering peace between human and fish people, like all the way down here, see, like kind of like far away from Vizima. And there's like a fish people village here and a human village. Oh, you can actually see the cursor. So like in like the bottom part of like the lake, the big lake, is like a fish people village, and where my character cursor is, which is like the village here, is the human village, and they're supposed to be having a truce, and it went wrong, and we need to fix it. That's half of the main stuff for chapter 4. The other half is something with like involving a love triangle between 3 people. I'm literally I literally could not care less about that part of the main quest. And also that Kid Alvin is here because reasons, I guess. And yeah, that's about it. I think that very succinctly recaps what we've been through since chapter 2, which I think is the last time you were in the stream, judging by what you just said. We still haven't like completely eradicated Salamandra. We still haven't like figured out much of anything else. There's like this B-side story as well about like a legendary Witcher armor called the Raven's armor or something like that. Also, by the way, is my voice volume okay, like in relation to the game? Because I kind of didn't check my VODs from last time, and I think I might be slightly lower than usual. Oh, sound balance is good. Ooh, that's nice. I very rarely get it right at the very first time. So yay. But yeah, I mean, more busy work, more pointless Witcher stuff. I guess the only thing I'm like actually invested in is getting the legendary armor, and that's kind of split in 3 pieces, of which I have like 1 so far. I need to find the other 2 and get someone to forge it for me or whatever. And yeah, that's about it. There also was some fist fighting, some dice poker. This is the quest that kind of like has you try to restore peace between humans and Vodianoi, which are like the fish people. And like a bunch of side quests about like a succubus and like the Lady of the Lake, and a variety of other quests in which we have sex with ladies for no good reason. Like, I think at one point in like yesterday's stream, I actually got hate fucked by like an elf, and damn if that was like the last thing I was expecting even in this game. So you basically just like go give her food, and she's like, I don't need your charity, and Geralt's like, shut up and take it. And then she's like, oh yeah, I'll show you. And then he like very amusingly goes there, and then the sex happens, and I'm like, what? Like, huh? How? Why? When even? All the questions, no answers. Just like a small sex card at the end. Because screw substance when you can have sex in games. I don't know, like
Hey, girl.
oh my god,
These
there's like
fields are
Alvin
great to
again, and now there's
play
like this
you
very
have a
annoying
necklace?
thing that
I
Alvin
wear
just
it
like follows
constantly.
you around the
Do you
entire
still have
place.
nightmares?
Not when I nap during the day, but at night. I have strange dreams.
You needn't tell me.
I dream about Alina. I see her in the fields, dancing in sunlight.
They're just bad.
Yeah, you told me this already. Like, the game is really, really, really trying to get me to go continue the main, like, wedding plot by teleporting Alvin into every single area I just, like, go into. And I have no idea why. But he keeps telling me about the same dream. It's like the third time that he's told me the exact same dream. Also, yeah, but the predatory thing, yeah, it kind of seems like there's, like, more monsters than like weeds in this universe, and I'm more or less sure that when I get around to Witcher 2 and 3, it's gonna be more of the same. Honestly, I don't know. It kind of feels like that. To me, it seems that like just people have very poor decision-making skills when they kind of decide where to build like settlements. I think that might be part of the problem. It's like I'm sure at some point like some cross-eyed villager came to the village in like Murky Water, which is like the village we just came from, and said, "Yep, there seems to be a centipede nest here. Looks like a good place to build and settle and raise a family." Yep. Also, yeah, Alvin like just keeps following me around, and it's honestly starting to get very annoying. No. Hey, maybe it's like Assassin's Creed and it's actually one of the very first like Easter eggs you can find in Witcher 2. Oh my god. Jeez. It's like a what was it called? It's like a siege that happens at like the prologue. And Geralt is kind of part of it for no good or like adequately explained reason. So when you actually do manage to breach the walls and get into the keep that you're like sieging, that doesn't make sense. You're like laying siege to. There we go. You just find like a white-robed figure crashed into a bale of hay, like clearly dead from the fall. And he quips something to the effect of, yeah, these crazy something or another, they like show off and like it's all fun in games until someone gets hurt, blah blah blah. It's just kind of funny. It certainly shows that at least their like mode of writing has kind of gotten a bit better. I'm not actually gonna say good because I haven't played Witcher 2, and based on like what I've seen in like Witcher 1, I'm not setting a very high bar for what I'm expecting to see. Also, I think I kind of like ran out of... Oh, wait. Is that a necrophage or like a specter? It's like a specter, right? So we need to kill 9 of these to get... Oh, really? I'm like legit out of space for ingredients now. Wow. That's like something I didn't expect would be happening. But sure, I guess. So we need to find 9 Noon Wraiths and kill them and get some kind of dust off of them. Supposedly to drive off a succubus. It's kind of funny because we actually... I think we were actually meant to get the quest from like the blacksmith's wife when he's like at work, but because I kind of like did the thing where I went into their house at night, as you do. Oh shit! God, I think I'm gonna kill the big one first. Because I did the thing where you go into their house at night and like they just act normally about it because, you know, I guess witchers are expected to barge into people's residences uninvited. Those crazy witches. Let's see, Thunderbolt. Do I have like more Thunderbolts? Right, there we go. I actually got the quest off of here. Oh, Harval. Wait, Harval? Don't I already have it? There's like 2 Harvals? It's supposed to be a unique sword. What the hell? I'm so annoyed I actually like spent time getting it in the previous chapter, if I'm being honest. But anyway, because I kind of like went into their house and they were sleeping, the lady gave me the side quest and she was like, don't tell my husband, hey hey hey, wink wink. And like her husband was like sleeping at like the bed next to hers because I guess they couldn't like code the behavior for both character models laying on the same bed. I guess they probably like all the objects are probably like limited to like 1 anchor point each, so they couldn't quite get the second body on the same bed, so they had like 2 single beds instead. But what ends up happening is that she says, don't tell my husband, but I know he's been saying a succubus and I want to banish her. And then immediately after that, her husband comes to me off the bed, like just like jumps right up, and he's like, someone told me you've been speaking to my wife. And I'm like, you were right here when she was speaking to me, like, uh-huh. And he's like, don't tell her, but I want you to help me not banish the succubus, but actually just like hide her for a while. It's like so hilarious. Like they can both clearly hear what I'm talking to one another. Oh, hello. Is that like a Teiyu? I guess this is like a named... named Vodianoi. Let's see, remains. Yep. Ooh, nice. Trophy. Vodianoi scales and Vodianoi bladder. Of which we can actually loot nothing. I kind of need those though, so Myrtle petals will need to go. I've already got like a full stack of that. I just like sort them and see what duplicate stacks I have. Do I have like Winestone, Ginadia pedals, Precard Constitution? Well, actually, yeah, in most games that does happen, but they do go out of their way in this game to show that other people are kind of like moving around in the background. So that I don't know, that I think that doesn't really apply here, unfortunately. So what do I throw away? I really do want like these ingredients. Cadaver. Oh wait. Oh wow, it's not actually sorting them alphabetically. This is like, see, there's like a cadaver in here and then another one here. So I guess it's going by what? Time of pickup, I guess. Hellebore. See, it's like, no, fine wed. Kind of need to go make potions, I guess, if nothing else. Shit. I don't like leaving things behind, and I don't like throwing things away either. It's like probably one of the more infuriating things in gaming generally, just like limited inventory space. Toxin. Shimmering dust, crow's eye. Suant mushroom. Yeah, we don't need those. I really need to start making potions. Well, more potions and more bombs and, you know, stuff. Okay, so there's like another crypt here. So I assume this is where we get the second part of the armor. But I guess we need to go like all the way around. Nah. Okay. But yeah, in this game, they do make a point of showing you other characters in the background to the point where, like, sometimes enemies will just, like, come up to you while you're in, like, a dialogue option and, like, a dialogue with an NPC and just, like, stand there and, like, fidgeting until, you know, you pay them attention, I guess. Or, like, enemies coming and you're, like, in discussion and they're like, excuse me. Not now. I'm talking to this peasant. Oh, hello. Wait, what? Art sign increased by 50%. Wait, the art sign... Oh, yeah. Why Winterstorm, though? Wasn't it, like, called something else? Let's see. I thought the one that buffed the art sign was called some other thing, like force of something. Doom. Also, yeah, since I know JLC is kind of like more into movies than like the average person I hang out with, didn't like the fields area, like the area I was just in, kind of like give you like a what's it called? Like kind of like a Wickerman, like Children of the Corn vibe, like a horror movie that's like clearly very rural in setting. Oh, come on. Now what? Screw the tongues and screw the brains. I don't need them. Didn't strike you that way, but does I mention it? I mean, yeah, isn't it like very... I don't know, it has like a... It would not surprise me at all at this point if the game kind of like went right after like that wedding side quest that, you know, they're actually making human sacrifices to like a something or another. And in fact, we do have to kill some kind of like entity called Dagon. So it's either gonna be a Children of the Corn kind of thing, or it's gonna be a Cthulhu kind of thing. Going by the names and kind of like figuring how the developers chose to kind of like just throw pop culture references in the first game without very much in the way of like, you know, iteration. I mean, there's even like a Lady of the Lake character that we are talking to, which I'm pretty sure at some point is gonna give me a sword of some kind or another. Cadaverin. I'm getting annoyed because I have to throw away all these things. Urius. Wait, what? Urius? Looks like another... Like the walker in the stocks, yes! Or Shadow very smooth. Exactly! Oh my god, I'm so happy to like not be the only person that kind of like thinks that. I was kind of like trying to remember the source material. Let's call it like that. But there's like literally an entity called Dagon that I need to fight at some point. At least if I want to... Come on. Loot, loot, loot. Cadaverin. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need Cadaverin. There's like quite literally like an entity called Dagon that we need to fight if we want to do the... I want to say the good outcome of the fight. In that it's like the one where you kind of like reconcile the Vodianoi and the humans. Okay, so I guess it's like another named, right? So what happens if we already have a trophy on our like trophy hook? Are we not able to pick up the second one until we like turn in the other one? Because I've never actually had that happen to me in like the previous three chapters, yeah. Because this guy's like clearly a named enemy. Okay. Get all. Let's see. Yeah, see summit or head. Yeah, it won't let me get it. Wow. So did I just like screw myself over with this? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna be very annoyed. I'm like gonna be seriously very annoyed. I kind of like need to go turn it in then. Although I don't actually know where to turn it in. Oh, the village chief. Okay. I mean, like seriously, this guy's a witcher, right? He like routinely kills monsters for a living. Why wouldn't he like provision himself for carrying more than one trophy? Like, why not have a second hook on like the other side? Like, did the developers kind of expect that as soon as I got the first one, I was gonna be, oh yeah, I killed one. Let's go turn it in. I'm not like that excitable. Well, not in this game at least. It's gonna introduce him to a story monster. I mean, yeah, I get that, but I don't know. I just feel that when you make references to other works of fiction, it's, well, not preferable, but I would like strongly prefer it if there were like some transformation going on there, just to not like just I don't know how to explain it. It's I don't know. It feels like a very lazy way of just like picking up the names or like the situations and just like piecemeal, just like throwing them into your game without like changing them a little bit so that like they fit better with your game instead of just like being clearly just there so that you can say that you have a reference to X or Y property in your game, right? I don't know. Does that make any sense? Like, for example, the detective in Chapter 2 is called Raymond Marlowe, but it's Marlowe with a V because, you know, that's the extent of the changes they made. And there's, like, this whole, like, murder mystery where it turns out, like, the ally is actually the big bad, the culprit, so to speak. But it just feels so, just like, I don't know, it kind of feels like very lazy. Like a very lazy way to make a reference. It's like in this chapter, the Lady of the Lake, and she's kind of like a naked lady that I assume will eventually give me a sword. And she goes like, yes, I had a host of knights that were once my champions, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. It kind of strikes a bit.
Maybe I should
It
move.
doesn't ring true to me, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't fit with the overall setting. It just there just so that like CD Projekt Red at the time could say, hey, we've got like an Arthurian legend reference in our game. Ho ho ho, aren't we the greatest? Flederfangs. It's like strong alcohol. Ooh. Yeah, we actually do want these. Just like start making some potions. But in the meantime, I am going to sell all of these since I kind of need the space, and to be honest, I'm kind of tired of discarding stuff left and right. I'm probably just like gonna sell all the little, you know, early game, I guess, reagents. I don't know if that's the right word. Like Feynewed is kind of like nice to sell. I've got like 3 slots. Yay. Okay, we need to find the village chief fast and go
Monster
get the...
slayers always find employment here.
Hopefully I didn't miss out the second trophy because I'm gonna be very pissed off. Beastie Baiter. Also, Beastie Baiter. Doesn't that sound like the worst kind of
Any work for a witcher?
A creature,
like
they say the
euphemism?
crypt
Any reward for these creatures?
bring proof.
I can't.
Dear gods.
Goodbye. Do. The majority of the setting is meant to be Polish. I mean, I don't know if it's like specifically meant to be Polish, but it's clearly kind of like a generic mid-European medieval setting, but with magic. So, you know, the Lady of the Lake is fine, although again, what I don't mind that she's in this. I do mind that they kind of like lifted the entire thing without working on it at all and just like dropping it in their game.
Oh, ouch.
But you know, Raymond Marlowe, what's that all about? Why is there like a clear reference to a mystery writer in your medieval high fantasy game, or like mid to low fantasy game, I guess? Because magic is supposed to be kind of like rare-ish in this one. Why is there a Raymond Marlowe in this game? And if there had to be one, why didn't you at least change the name a little bit so it sounds like Marlowe, but it doesn't read like Marlowe? Or the Dagon. Dagon is kind of, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a more like 70s or 80s or like 1800s kind of themed like the Cthulhu mythos is kind of supposed to be like in the mid 1800s or like 1900s. I don't know. I can like forget. I've like the games that I've played definitely do have like more modern stuff like cars and so on, but no, I think it's like 1980s, right? Like 1970s, 1960s. Hey, Mana, welcome. How's it going? How are we doing today? How is Mass Effect 3 going? I think I saw you play that on Discord. It's like seems like everyone's been playing Mass Effect lately. Thankfully, that's like one thing I don't really like feel like going back into. Few matches with some friends. Oh, multiplayer too. Nice. I never actually managed to get into the multiplayer of that game, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Because I hear like multiplayer is like quite fun in Mass Effect 3, but unfortunately by the time I got it, the community was kind of, I don't want to say dead, but severely reduced at least. And like, you know how it is with like the older online experiences, like all the people that are left are just like the very dedicated ones. So for someone that's just like starting now, it becomes like this huge like wall to get over. It's a great story. Yeah, I mean it is a great story. I do like the entire trilogy, even though there are some missteps, especially in like the second and third one, and like even the first one there are some inconsistencies, but you know, nothing that major. So let's see, is the guy still dead and can I loot him? Also, I saw an Alp here, I think. Oh, I'm gonna be so annoyed if I can't loot that. I mean, there's a corpse. Is it possible? Yay, we can actually get the head. Woohoo. A few people may Mass Effect MP. Aww. Are you trying to initiate me into your clique? I mean, I'd love to. I'll have a look to see if like I probably need to download it again. It's been like a couple of years since I last played it. Like years? Yeah. Yep, no worries. I'm just like joking around. I'd love to, but I first need to make sure that I have it installed actually. Like I know I have Dead Space 3 installed on Origin because I've been meaning to go back and, you know, finishing it because I've never done that. Oh, hello. See, feature regression, Mass Effect wants to make gun options and tool options, secondary equipment options, and stadables. Well, yeah, I mean, fair enough. It did generally move away from like the RPG feature list and more into like the like third-person tactical-ish shooter territories. But I mean, for what it's worth, Mass Effect 2 is probably my favorite one of the three. Especially like the way it kind of like focuses on like party member relations over like the main overarching plot. Like it doesn't feel like that because it's like it's more or less well written in most regards. with some exceptions, but it is well written, and you don't really notice that. But really, at the end of the day, the story of Mass Effect 2 is the story of Shepard and how he got all his friends together to fight like the big bad. So yeah, it kind of tries to do what Dragon Age 2 failed to, which is make a story that focuses more on the people near the protagonist rather than the world, like the world at large. Wait, why can I still loot this? That's weird. But yeah, I know like 2 and 3 are like definitely more streamlined. Maybe not always to their benefit, and I mean that's kind of like the thing with also Dragon Age. Like, oh, that's what like Mana's also saying. But yeah, I think like there are different people from game to game. Yeah, but I think like JLC is mostly talking about like how Mass Effect 2 and 3 is like less of an RPG than Mass Effect 1, because you know you in Mass Effect 2 and 3, well, like one of the things that they kind of like did away with was like talents and like leveling up, like not talents, but you know the gradual increase of like a small number of talents. You didn't really like upgrade specific points of your character. You just kind of like chose new skills to play around with, and we're like kind of like trying to make like synergies with those. Or like you couldn't mod your weapons anymore, as far as I remember. You can just like upgrade them by doing that like mining minigame. But yeah, one thing that I kind of like wish Mass Effect 2 didn't have was that mining minigame. That was a cool idea, which became obnoxious really fast. Especially when you kind of like consider that you need, in order to get the good ending. Oh my god, now. Like if you consider that in order to get the good ending, you actually have to do that to upgrade the Normandy so that specific party members survive to the suicide mission. Like the whole mining thing was not the best. It was actually tedious, to be honest, especially since the same resource was also used as like for the weapons and their upgrades. It's like a generic, like, okay, now your weapons are 10% better than before, and so on and so forth. Oh, hello. Circle of the Barren Lands. Ho, ho, ho. There's no excuse for Shepard to be weak at the end of Mass Effect 3. I mean, well, you know what game actually did that really well was Baldur's Gate 2, where they've actually been they actually like limited the levels for the first one to like the first half of the progression curve, I guess. Yeah, in Baldur's Gate 2 you don't actually get weaker, which is like why I'm saying that they did it well. It's just like the first game goes up to like level I want to say the max you can get is like 8 or like 9 with the thief. And then in like Baldur's Gate 2 you can just like go all the way up to 20 something. And eventually in like Throne of Baal you can go into the epic levels, which is like up to 40, I think. I might be misremembering the ranges there, but you get my point. Okay, this is like done, I guess. Suntown, Shep, Barrenlands. Shep wasn't. No, I'm not saying that. But I was just like bringing an example of a game that kind of like did it a bit better. Like, I think ideally what should have happened was, like, in Mass Effect 3, you could have gotten, like, to fight even stronger enemies. And just, like, import your character from 2, or if you don't, just, like, make a new one with, like, 20 levels worth of skills or something. Like how Baldur's Gate 2 did it. Okay, just, like, give me a moment. And we're back. Hi. So yeah, let's see. Skills require hardware, Psionic Focus or Upland Omni tool. I mean, yeah, those. But how about the more physical skills then? Gee, I don't actually remember what it's called. The like that, like gun charge that he does, or like the pistol skill where he kind of like slows time down. I mean, they could have like explained it that he left his good Omni tool back at the Normandy. if that kind of like makes sense. Like, it's kind of like I left my keys in my other pants kind of situation. Also, it's like freaking Alvin following us all the time. I don't get why, but eh. But yeah, like one like better way of resolving that would be to just like have you fight bigger and more tough enemies and just like let you, you know, export from Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3, kind of like Baldur's Gate did. And yeah, the game doesn't really explain it other than like, yo, that's how it is, deal with it. Which is probably not the best way to explain things to like a long time series fan. Wait, why am I looting barrows here? Isn't a barrow kind of like a grave? Or am I misremembering? Like, I'm pretty sure a barrow is like kind of like a weird kind of grave or whatever. Oh, hello. I get a book. I've already read this. Those were grave cairns.
How can I help?
Oh, he's surprisingly well spoken for a hermit.
Anything a witcher can do for you?
I do have a problem.
How can I help?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess. The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not surprising.
Wizard person.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently.
Ooh,
Its king
the wild
hopes to
hunt.
lure the souls of the warriors laid in the kurgans by my hut.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on
Ownership of a
vampires,
hut?
ownership of a hut, or a wreath
Where?
of immortals.
I can do that.
Wait,
Remember this.
ownership of a hut?
The king of the hunt
Is there
a
actually like
powerful
housing in
force.
this
So how
game?
do I...
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic...
Yeah.
No, don't go back to sleep. Come on, get up here. Dude, I need to speak with you. You don't get to sleep yet.
Can I ask,
What?
who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage?
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavander defended her honor against the Black Skull Knight. Elavera perished at the foot of her altar, fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb is symbolic, for the knight was lost on a holy mission.
So, in case
The
you
last
don't get
is
it,
for
this is kind of like a direct
an
reference to
ordinary
like the Knights of the Round
innkeeper who
Table.
stopped customers from pissing in the lake.
The lady he mentions is the Lady of the Lake.
Do you take care of the kurgans?
Indeed. That is how I serve the lady. Her power is strong near the kurgans.
Aha!
At night, sometimes
I like he does like this little like
Who lies beneath the
Thingy.
fifth mound?
the last stands empty, awaiting
it's
a
like the
new
best
champion.
plot twist ever. Like who's beneath the fifth grave? It was you all along, and then suddenly you look at your hands and you're kind of like disappearing.
Who is the Lady of the Lake?
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet stepping
So it's kind of clear that this
lightly over the
hermit
dewy
read a lot of
grass.
Do
Tolkien.
you like her?
I love her.
Ooh.
I believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire area, safeguarding its people and granting them abundance. Yet
And
her
maybe
influence
some
is subtle, and
what's
she
it
never
called?
imposes her power.
Intriguing.
How can I help?
Can I ask you something?
What is...
I heard you're an expert on
And
the
yes,
legend
there
of
is
the Holy
also
Grail.
a Legend of the Holy
seek
Grail
the
in
Holy
this
Grail?
decidedly not Arthurian
might.
setting.
Let's talk first.
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied for centuries. It's been interpreted in
It's like-
myriad ways.
I would literally
must know
not
an
be
abridged
surprised
version.
to see like an
Say,
Indiana
3
Jones figure
theories?
coming
There are
in-
hundreds.
into the picture.
But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I myself am a proponent. The conspiracy theory. And finally, one of the most mysterious. The philosophical or mystical. Which one
It's
first?
the blood of Christ and blah blah blah.
The
His bloodline
philosophical,
and so on and so
mystical
forth.
one.
I've already seen this story done in the
The most esoteric. The
Indiana
Grail is
Jones.
a concept.
Gabriel
a
Knight
general
3.
understanding of good.
Broken
The
Sword.
search for the Grail is nothing beyond
It's
an
like just like
ordinary
3
quest
of the
for
games that
perfection.
use this. It's kind of like played out
The
by
Grail
now.
has no
Thank you very
specific
much.
form or shape. It differs for each individual. It can be an object, an idea,
It's the search for
a
truth
discovery.
inside you.
It can also be
all
a
along.
search for the truth about
Brr.
himself. This theory claims the quest for the Grail to be the goal in itself.
What
Yeah,
are you
okay.
suggesting?
I serve the lady and am more insightful than you think. I know you return to the world of the living from death, presumably in search of
Is
something.
it basically just
but
like
that is
confirmed
none
at this
of my
point that
concern.
Geralt is undead?
Just remember one thing.
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be
Hello, Ghost
entirely
Rider. How are we
different
doing
from
today?
what
How's it
you
going?
initially
Knights of the Round. Yes, that
expected
was like
it
a
to be.
pretty decent beat them up.
Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice.
Lancelot was clearly like the
The
best one of
Grail
the 3.
is a cup, a powerful magical object whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses
Blah,
the power
blah,
to
blah.
heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds.
Play Percival. I don't know.
And
Like
pain
Percival,
will
as far as I
turn to
remember, was kind of
power.
like too tanky
One
for
theory
me.
also states that in the
Like
hands
Arthur
of a
was kind of
rightful
the,
ruler, it can
like,
heal
all
entire lands and
around
protect their
average,
inhabitants from
like
danger,
good but
creatures of
not
the dark,
great in
natural
like all
disasters, and
the
so forth.
disciplines.
Sounds like
I remember
Dandelion's
Percival was
ballads,
kind of like
only
the
without a love
bulky,
story.
tanky one, and then like
All
Lancelot
who
was kind of like
drink
the
from this
speedy one.
miraculous cup are healed,
But I don't know. I always
fortified,
had like
and enlightened
a
to
much easier
understand
time just
truth.
like running around with Lancelot.
Let's move on to the conspiracy theory. That one sounds interesting.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation
Oh my
of the word
god,
Grail.
Sangreal.
A few
oh my
tortuous
god,
pages
god.
in,
It's like
we learn the Holy
literally
Grail is
the-
actually Sangreal, which in the
This is like
elder
literally
tongue
the
denotes royal
the entire
hallowed
plot of
blood.
Gabriel Knight 3.
Bronze Dan concludes that
Literally.
the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Yeah, it's the bloodline of like the Jesus of
Enough
this,
of this conspiracy.
universe.
This
Sounds like
all This was Bronze Dan
Bronze
on.
Dan. I
These
wonder
the
who
theory
that is
goes
like a
on to
reference to.
present the tempestuous and twisted fate of Sangreal, but the author gets lost in his arguments, often contradicts himself.
Enough genealogy.
Which theory?
Okay, so I have to check something here because I want to see the reference. Let's see. I don't remember if like this is the book. But it does get mentioned a lot in like Gabriel Knight 3. So let's see. There's like a mention of a book over and over again. This is like the fictional. Actually, Gabriel Knight 3 is like a very interesting game overall, which I'd love to stream at some point, but it doesn't really play along well with modern systems, and I've even like tried to set up a scene for it on like XSplit, and it doesn't pick up the video like that well. Okay, let's see. I'm actually not finding where like Bronze Dan is coming from. Okay, but I guess we can like search it though, right? Like search like Witcher 1 Bronze Dan reference. Easter eggs. Oh, is it like, oh, it's like the Da Vinci Code. Never mind. It's like a more recent. Oh
Tell
yeah,
me the
because that
classic
one was
theory.
also kind of
Good
like
choice. This
Sounds.
or
Go on.
this bronze.
this
Go
one
on.
was
These
also
the
kind of
theories
like
which-
based on the whole
Thank you.
like the Grail is actually a metaphor for the blood of Christ. Blah blah blah. The bloodline of Christ. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so yeah, this game came out in 2007. Like Da Vinci Code was already out at that point. Never mind, I get it now. And here I thought they were like going for a more esoteric kind of reference, but I guess not. I probably gave them way too much credit. But yeah, for anyone that's into adventure games, if you haven't played what's it called? If you haven't played Gabriel Knight, I would totally recommend the entire series. But the third one especially, because it does something very unique, I guess, in generally in gaming, in that it is a point and click adventure game with a 3D camera which allows you to freely explore an area that your character is in. That is to say, you can kind of like unhook the camera from like its general like viewport and kind of like explore the whole area without having to move your character to that part
How
of the
can I
area.
help?
Which is kind of nice.
Can I?
What is-
And the
What do you
other
know about
thing
the
that's
Wild
very
Hunt?
interesting
It's
about
a
it
group
is
of
that
crazed
it's
spectres who traverse
structured
the
in time
heavens
blocks,
searching
much
for
like
souls
the
like
Colonel's
themselves.
Bequest was, like
They
the
are
Laura,
susceptible
like
to magic,
Laura Bow,
especially
I
of
think.
the ritual
It
kind.
was like Laura Bow, right? Let's see. Yeah, Colonel's Bequest. So in that game takes part over like 3 or 4 days, and each day is kind of like cut down into like 1 hour segments. In order to proceed to the next one, you kind of have to do like certain things, and generally in each time segment the people in the game kind of move around the areas, so you need to kind of like figure out where everyone's hanging out at any given time to, you know, kind of like take advantage of that fully. And the third unique thing is that as a Grail related game, it is structured in that there is a huge overarching puzzle called the Le Serpent Rouge, which is a kind of like a poem, I guess, which you need to read and like kind of like decipher hints of to solve like the major puzzles. And then each time segment also has like more like local, smaller, like more contained puzzles as well, which is
Can I ask you something?
quite the interesting structure.
What can the-
And
You might find it useful.
What
Can I
really?
ask you something?
What?
What
What
there
can
is?
the Wreath of Immortelles do?
You might find it useful.
Thank you. That
Can
was
I
very
ask you
helpful.
What is?
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail,
But yeah, it's actually
abandoning
very
their roles as guardians of peace and justice under the
it's a very
guidance of the Fisher
interesting,
King and the Lady of the Lake.
game structure
Now
wise.
the Fisher King
It
is mute,
might
and
be
the
a bit
knight's
flawed
gone.
and
I
it
think
might
the
be a
lady
bit
must be
problematic in some
very
areas. And
But she's a goddess.
You
the whole
know
like
not
time
how
block
lonely a
structure
goddess.
doesn't always
Do you
work
think
correctly,
goddesses
and it's
cannot
also
be lonely?
it's
The
also
gods
home to one of
ultimately
the most
created us in
infamous
their own
bad
image.
puzzles in adventure games ever. Adventure game friends might have already heard of the cat hair mustache puzzle, which is one of the early-ish puzzles that you have to solve in Gabriel Knight 3, in which you kind of need to make a disguise with a mustache, even though the character you're disguising as does not have a mustache. Which is kind of funny,
Reminds-
isn't it?
How do I?
Yeah.
And to do that, you need to get masking tape, then a bottle of like I don't know what it's called, like the spray bottle of water, and
How
like
can
some
I help?
maple syrup, I think. And then you need to use the bottle to scare a cat to go through a door where you've already affixed the masking tape, so that hair catches on it from the cat, and then use the hair with the maple syrup to make a fake mustache. And if you're wondering how that would work, it shouldn't, but I mean, Roberta Williams and Jane Jensen generally had like a few liberties taken in their games where logic was kind of concerned. And I'm like being very polite about this. I believe the general colloquialism for it is moon logic, in that it's not something that would actually work IRL. Yay, I win. Yes, the old dice game. Yay. It's like a random thing. I'm saving the known world, but also let me just stop and like throw some dice around. Because why not? Can I actually get like a 4 of a kind, like a 2 here? Nope, I lose. He's got like the higher suit. Time to play. Yeah, exactly, that's the one. Dice or card games. So what's like does Witcher 2 have like an equivalent minigame that you get to play randomly? Because I've always kind of like wondered. Like everyone talks about Gwent in 3, and then like I know Dice Poker is a thing in 1, but I haven't played like 2 enough to kind of like know if that's a thing. Oh, the dice is still in 2. Okay. Cool, I guess. Yay, I win! I'm a winner! Yay, I won a random hermit and woohoo. Alvin is here again. For no good reason. They're like parked outside waiting for me. Even though like a kid his age would probably not like bother. Fist fighting as well. Eek. But works differently. I mean, that's good to know. I kind of don't like how fist fighting works in this one. It's like very easy to game the whole system, and realistically there's not a lot in the way of rewards. Like, okay, item wise there's like a way in the lot of there's like a good deal of rewards, but it just doesn't feel like I'm accomplishing anything by just like punch, block, punch, block, punch, block until like the other guy falls over. And you know, the game kind of even hints that there's like combos and stuff, and there's like a talent you can get that like strengthens your combos. But it's never actually necessary because we can just do like the old like 1, 2, and just like win. The end. All 5 major fights so far I've done that to win, and like all the minor ones as well. But you'd at least expect like the major ones to, you know, be a bit different. Like have a gimmick or something to, you know, keep everything interesting. Witcher 2 also has arm wrestle. Oh, okay. Am I about to get like stun locked to death? Yeah, okay. I'm going to try and get some health back. I have to defeat several mole wraiths. Cool. Oh! The King of the Wild Hunt. Wait, isn't he like more of a thing in like the 3rd Witcher game? Why do I get to fight him here? And like get stun locked to death. Like, seriously? You're gonna call He-Man? That was like the only good line in like the second Ghostbusters movie.
Help me! Help!
There's like this thing where they kind of like shown. So I don't know if like there's like clearly like a who you're gonna call thing. It's kind of like a Ghostbusters thing, but in like the second movie. Ghostbusters 2 is good. I mean, I don't know if I would call it good. I would probably call it average, passable. It's kind of like by the numbers in a lot of things, and I don't like that. Because, like, the Ghostbuster franchise kind of, like, deserved better than that, right? If that makes sense. Not just, like, more of the same. I must defeat several more wraiths, really? What about Ghostbusters 3? I hated it. I freaking hated that, and I beat the whole thing. I finished the game, and by the end, I just like hated myself for playing it, and hated the people who made it for making it. I'm just doing the healing dance now, by the way. It's like an ancient Witcher tradition of running around until you get fully healed. But yeah, my major issue with the 3rd Ghostbusters game is wait, where's the? Oh, there we go. Oh, come on, dude! Stop freaking stun locking me! What the? And also crippled. Well done. This game can go like burn in a ditch. Seriously. It's like so annoying. Get like stun locked forever. Screw them. Screw the people that made this too. Gonna get back my Mandrake root. But yeah, here's my problem with Ghostbusters 3. While I get the need to like have a new character in the game, because you know you kind of want the player to feel like part of the team and you need to introduce them to it. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the writing. I'm talking about like how it was presented. I'm talking about you as the protagonist being the newbie in the team, and everyone treating you like shit, which would be fine on its own, even though it was like very clearly stroking the egos of all the protagonists. Um, but you know what made it worse? The other Ghostbusters were actually useless in combat. And what I remember of that game was 90% of the time having to go save their asses because they were like lying down on their backs and going, save me, save me, save me. But okay, not like that, but you get the point. They're like freaking useless and they're supposed to be like 10 times as experienced as you. They're like legitimate, especially there's like some missions where you can't actually proceed unless you like revive them, but you actually need their help in order to survive long enough. Like there's like a mission at the cemetery where you go to find like Ivo Shandor's like bones or something like that, and you've got like the Ecto-1 going in with like all 5 Ghostbusters around it in like 4 because like Dan Aykroyd is kind of like driving the whole thing, but yeah, you kind of have to like escort the Ecto-1 into a cemetery, and it's kind of like this long escort mission where you kind of need to protect the Ecto-1 and protect the other idiots because they can't do anything by themselves. And then there's a cutscene where they tell you to hang back and they've got this. That's infuriating. Don't treat the player like an idiot when he's the one that's doing all the work. Yeah? And the ending is twice as annoying because in order to preserve the status quo, they kind of like ship the newbie to another city to start a new Ghostbusters branch. So yeah, it's like I don't like that. I don't like being treated like an idiot when I'm clearly the one that's doing all the work. I hope that was like clear as to why I don't like Ghostbusters 3. I did like the mechanics, I did like the setting, I did like seeing old faces and like some new ones as well. But quite literally every time the like original Ghostbusters had like a voice line, it pissed me off to no end.
I
They
finished
were like, I don't know, like so
the wreath.
Handle it
So
carefully
dismissive.
and use it.
Thank you.
Please, also take this sack of holy salt.
holy salt. Really? Wait, what did I get? Wreath of Immortals. Okay. And some dust or some or another. Where was it? Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, I understand why people like it. I'm just like saying why I didn't like it. And the question about hoping it was clear was like more about my general inability to articulate my thoughts while I'm streaming. It wasn't like I hope it didn't like come across as like too aggressive. It was just like, hey, did I explain myself properly more than anything else? Let's see. Should play Marvel's Avengers. Oh wait, you actually play as Kamala Khan, like the Captain Marvel, Lady Marvel. I don't know what they call her in the comic books at this point. That's nice. How great she is. But yeah, I get it. And I've also heard like kind of like mixed impressions of Marvel's The Avengers TM. Yeah, Miss Marvel. Oh, did they change it from like Captain Marvel to Miss Marvel? That's nice. Yeah, that makes sense actually, you know, generally. No? Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Captain Marvel is still like Carol Danvers then. right? And Ms. Marvel is Kamala Khan. Okay, got it. I mean, look, for a guy that doesn't really like read the comic books at all, I think I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I swear at some point I'm gonna start like using the bombs. At some point. I mean, yeah, apparently like Thor is also a lady now. Like there's like a lady Thor character in the game as well. In the Marvel universe. So there's like a lot of stuff to keep track of. Like who's who and like who carries the mantle now, and I don't know who's alive and who's dead, I guess. That's also kind of like the thing. Know who the female Thor is? No, I do not. Like I'm gonna assume it's like not the it's not like the character that Natalie Portman plays in the movies. Jane Foster, yes. Okay, so that's it. Ha! Fair enough. Got there. I kind of guessed that though. I didn't really know. And to be honest, like sadly the reason that I am mostly aware of that is because of the fun backlash that happened in the like when the change took place. It's now a Valkyrie. Wait, a Valkyrie, but not the Valkyrie character. Aha. The origin story says that she's riddled with cancer, but then like Thor gives her like his powers to save her or something like that, I guess. That sounds like a very Marvel kind of thing. Oh, okay. So Mjolnir decides that she's worthy of the title of Thor or something. Okay, so what happens to like the actual Thor? Does he just like get cast down or something? He's like no longer the the what's his name? Earth 616. Is like 616 the main continuity, by the way? Because I do know like about that whole like Crisis of Infinite Earths kind of thing. So you know. It's like amazing how much detail kind of like trickles down through like other media, because like I've played a few of the games, I've watched like a few of the movies, but probably nothing after like the first Avengers or like maybe what's it called, Guardians of the Galaxy, like the first one. Oh, okay. That seems kind of heavy-handed, though, right? I don't know. It's just like, it's just like trying to keep up with you two. Actually, so much information. Head explodey. Yeah, I mean, I think you're like both trying to make sense with one another. That's fine. I'm just... It is like a very confusing subject. There's like rights and rewrites and, you know, stuff over and under and people dying and then coming back to life and then dying again and then coming back as other people? Question mark. Ooh, raspberries. Let's see. Han. Wasn't there like a character like Han something in like the Star Wars games, like Knights of the Republic? Was it like Hanhar or something like that? Or am I totally misremembering? Wait, what? Huh? Eh? What the?
I carried a shawl full of juicy, sun-drenched raspberries for my beloved. Have you seen my shawl, one?
We're like literally doing Children of the Corn now.
I'm to marry soon, but I must see my lover. Love is suffering. Ah, my dears, why do I feel...
Because you're dead, Alina.
You
Wait,
lie.
that's Alina?
I shall scratch your eyes out.
But
Who the hell killed her?
I don't want to.
How does that make any sense? It's like just saw her in the village. How? Or like why even? Or when? It's like a character is randomly dead now because reasons? How? Seriously, I want to read like the journal entry for the. Must tell Julian that Alina has turned into a noon wraith. The fuck? How? How and why and when and how? Oh my god. And now there's like another cutscene. And she comes back to life, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Nope.
You killed my beloved Alina!
I didn't mean to.
Wait,
Lawyer,
what?
you were jealous of her! Die, murderer!
Ah!
What? Die, murderer! What?
Witcher, can you hear me? You who are neither man nor ghost. Mortal whom death
Can
follows.
someone get on the phone like
Who are
CD
you?
Projekt Red and like
A
make
soul
sure that they know
damned
what
to wander
pacing
the world
is?
forever.
who cursed you?
I myself did,
Oh,
in killing my
God.
sister Alina, out of jealousy.
Selena?
Love denied. The soul
Who cursed
I myself
Selena?
love denied.
So why? What? I'm so confused right now. Sadly, this time I take news of Alina's blah 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 blah. Okay, the ready of the lake. I'm so confused right now. It's okay. What's the point of this then? Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't know. Are you not confused? Did you somehow glean anything out of like the last 10 minutes of this game? like no lead up to this. There's no explanation, no payoff. It's just like clearly whoever wrote this chapter thought, hey, just like kill a character. That would be cool, and then have them come back as a ghost, and Geralt has to deal with it. Okay, not because you remember the quest. Okay, what happens next? Do like aliens come on down and like abduct everyone? I don't know. Were you okay? You remember the quest? Do you remember your reaction when you first played through this quest? Was it like a well-adjusted reaction? Kind of like, yep, okay, that happens. That makes sense. GG.
Yes?
Sheathe your dagger.
She killed my Elena! I'll never see her again!
Selena killed her sister?
She confessed! They argued, and Selena pushed
Oh
Elena.
god, like
My
someone's
beloved hit her head on a stone.
kind of overacting
It's
here, I
terrible.
guess.
An accident.
Selena told me, and I couldn't control myself. Selena envied Elena, was jealous of Julian and his wealth. She must be punished.
Alina is not dead. She turned into a noon wraith.
Terrible! I must help her.
Terrible.
Do anything stupid.
Not terrible. Terrible.
Yes?
Adam,
Wow.
you look dreadful.
How am I to look? My beloved is terrifying people. I killed a woman, and I'm a failure.
Sorry.
Oh, your voice acting isn't that bad. I mean, it is kind of shitty.
Fair.
Then he just like goes, yes. I killed a woman, yes. Oh wow. Your expectations were not as high. I guess, yeah. Like 10 plus years of people telling me this is like a hardcore true RPG experience kind of maybe colored my expectations a bit towards the undeservedly positive side.
Shame.
Kind of. I mean, that's what you get when like idiots just like see the sex cards and like go like, yeah, this is a mature RPG, I'm gonna buck this. This is like the hill I want to die on. Undeservedly positive. Yeah, I had like an undeservedly positive expectation of this game. I had like a very high opinion, like a very high expectations of this game, and it does not meet them. Like, not even halfway.
Should I hurry?
Yeah, it's rough. It's like rough is like okay. So this is by no means like a bad game. Like considering how inexperienced the people that made it were at the time, considering the engine that they used, which is not built for like
Your
a game
reputation
of this
precedes
scale,
you.
considering that they are non-English
monsters
speakers
lie
and clearly
dead.
fucked up the
That's
translation
where
at
this
certain
runic-
points.
Any work for
Um,
any reward.
Bring proof.
The scimitar.
That's fine,
from the-
I've
right?
seen
I
enough
understand
proof.
those.
Your 800
But
orans.
like the ideas behind
I
it
have
are so
speak.
good and it's
Alina
like
and Selena are dead.
mishandled so
Selena
badly.
accidentally killed Alina. Adam was then blinded by rage and slew
Came
Selena.
out.
My
He did the
beloved
things others
daughters.
didn't. Yeah, I know, fair enough.
Leave
But
me. I wish.
I wish to be alone. Leave me. My daughters are dead. That was like exactly how this guy sounded. But yeah, I know it did things that other games didn't. But I don't know. There's like certain parts of any game that if are not done well, they just like rip me out of the experience. And like bad translations are one. Okay, I get that maybe they didn't really like know better, so I can kind of like cut them some slack there. But the idea to like, for example, my favorite example is like in chapter 2, where everything, if you don't do everything in like the intended order as like the quest writer kind of like envisioned it, it all feels like so disjointed. Like you do that whole murder mystery thing, and there are like a lot of sections of the game where Wraith Repelling Talisman, really? That's nice. But yeah, I digress. in like the second chapter where you get to Vizima, there's like this whole like murder mystery main plot. And because it lets you do every single step in any order you want, which should not have been the case, you basically learn things before the game expects you to learn those things. So the dialogue that comes after them is treated like this kind of like huge revelation when it shouldn't be. Like, for example, you get to like the cemetery and find like the real Raymond's corpse, and then you're like, shock! There's like the guy I was talking to was an imposter, and then you go and do the autopsy, and then Shani goes and tells you, hey, maybe the real Raymond is like dead, and there's like a fake Raymond in his place. And Geralt again asks, I'm shocked, I did not see that coming. And I'm like, you just found his body in the crypt. You said so. There's like a bunch of different places in that specific questline that do this. That's like a good example, I guess, of that. Maybe some other things that, again, are not attributed to language barriers or like experience. Like, for example, the writer mostly it's like writing centric. My complaints about this game are mostly about the writing and not just like the translator.
Farewell.
Or like the mechanics. Although I don't like the rhythm-based combat. It's annoying. It forces you to focus on all the wrong things, and it's kind of tedious, to be honest, but that's just me. But yeah, writing wise, I also don't understand, like, for example, in this chapter, why we have to have Alvin here and why they decided to have him follow me around, or why Dandelion is here, aside from like, hey, it's like a character that you used to know. Why wouldn't Triss come herself here? It's not explained. And I think the writers should probably have like asked themselves a lot more questions about what they wanted to do and why they wanted to do it. That's like kind of like a errand. I don't hate this game. Like to keep it clear, like I've been playing this for like a grand total of 67 hours, which believe me is like 50 hours too many for a game I wouldn't like enjoy. It is an enjoyable room, but what I don't like to see in games is wasted opportunities, and this game has a lot of that.
How can I?
One.
Yes.
Like, for example, the fact that in like a lot of the dialogues you get booted out of the what's it called? You get booted out of the dialogue if you select specific responses, and then you have to like go poke the character again and tell him that, hey, by the way, I kind of like wanted to talk to you a bit more about other things. But yeah, that kind of thing. I do understand. It's like a lot of it is attributed to inexperience, and that's fair enough. Swallow. Okay. Oops. Have any more thunderbolts? Wait, did I just like bunk them? Yeah. I did. Put them here. Can make just like making space. You don't have to hit a game to criticize its faults. Yeah, that's like the thing. Like, I feel like the best critiques come when you're being harsh to a game that you like.
How can I?
Because generally humans, things that they like, they are more attentive to them, or like maybe that's just like me. And things they hate, they are kind of dismissive of them. So I wouldn't be spending the energy to criticize something that I hate. And I think that's like the general gist of like how these things should work. You know, if you discount the fact that like for a lot of people, especially the younger ones online, everything that they play must be the best thing ever, and everyone else is like an asshole for calling out flaws that they don't want to exist. Yep. That's kind of like the Reddit thing.
Geralt?
Geralt? Yeah, before we talk about Alina, I kind of like need to check your inventory. That's fine. Geralt?
Geralt?
I was supposed to find Alina.
Have you?
Yes.
Well...
That's wonderful. Is she all right?
Sit down and have a drink. Alina is dead.
Wow.
She has turned into a noon wraith, a demon.
Dead?
I know it's hard, but we can't leave this as it is.
I mean, I already
People will
killed
start
her, right?
dying in the fields
So-
if I don't do anything about this.
I see. Do what you can. I'll pay you.
It'll be more than a silver penny.
Do what needs to be done, Witcher. And if you can...
I'll try.
He's like
know,
surprisingly
I believe in
nonchalant.
reason, not in gods. Yet I prayed
About,
to
like,
Melitelli
his,
that Alina and I would meet
his
again.
Wife to be
I
dying.
had a bad feeling. I repulsed it. I
Yeah,
think
few
I need
minutes
time to
later, she
accept the
didn't do it,
thought
Yeah, I know. It's like
that
a
my Alina
consistency
is
there.
dead.
I think that's kind of like a
Geralt,
problem with like the
how
translation
did
more
it
than
happen?
anything, to be honest.
Selena killed her, probably by accident.
She's dead too.
She's dead too.
Everyone's dead. It's
How?
like Geralt is kind of like the Oprah of like the bad news. She's dead and she's dead and he's dead. Everyone you know is dead. Geralt of Thrones, yes. Should I kind of like give him like rat him out?
Adam killed her.
There we go.
He
Yeah,
was in
I'm
love with
gonna be
Alina,
like honest.
Lost control of himself and killed Selena.
By all the gods. That's
Mana
terrible.
also thinks that
So
that's
much
good.
suffering.
Like, digital fist bump.
What did they do to deserve this fate? Geralt, please help them, and I'll make sure Adam is arrested. He must answer for his crime.
So basically now I'm gonna get like another cutscene that like one of those like drawn ones that tells me that I made some choices and here's like what happened with those choices. Going off back to mining. Hey! So yeah, enjoy Deep Rock Galactic, right? That's the right one, right? Must find a way to free Alina's ghost. I must speak to someone who has knowledge of curses. Oh. Well, I do believe we know a certain... No, this way. Certain lady that might be a witch. I mean, it's either going to be her or the hermit, right? Hello? Hi.
What do you want?
I need your help on a matter of a spiritual nature.
Wink,
You
wink.
can trust me.
I don't know how to send Alina's spirit into the beyond.
That conceited wench? She came to possess a rare and powerful Nehelenia's mirror, which once served oracles and prophets. Alina consulted her mirror quite frequently.
With the question, who's the fairest of them all? I know Nehelenia's
Ah,
mirrors
yeah,
come in
okay,
two
so now it's like
varieties,
also like a sleep,
light
like
and broken.
Alina's mirror was clearly broken. If
What
you
was it?
reassemble it and show Alina, the curse may be lifted.
Thanks, Abigail.
Snow White? No, it's not Snow White. But it's like Snow White that like the witch was kind of like asking the mirror, "Who's the fairest of them all?" Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, fair enough. So I did get that right. Let's see, hit of the day. Must find the shards of Alina's mirror in the fields. So, which part of that conversation told Geralt that? Also, it's like spelled differently here. Which part of that conversation told Geralt that she smashed it and scattered the shards in the fields? Right? Who told him that?
How strange.
Oh boy. So I also still need to find another 2 crypts to get the last piece of the Raven's armor. Weird info from ghosts. Yep. They're like tattletales. Do-do-do-do-doom. Nope. Don't go back there. And there's like a random Alvin here. Oh my god, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces. I hate when games do this. Why did it have to be 6 pieces? Like a midday bride up there. Oh, we need to kill the midday brides to get them. How original. Oh, hold on. It's like the wrong sword. My bad. Also, I hate how this game has no indication of like what sword you actually have equipped until you know, draw that sword. And because the draw animation takes so long, it's usually costing me like a couple of hits. Like I take a couple of hits from enemies until I can like correct the like which sword I have equipped. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the witcherest of them all? Well, there's like this Alvin kid. Like, I want to kind of imagine like a universe where the mirror, like in like Snow White's tale, kind of like grows a conscience and like keeps lying to the queen that she's the fairest of them all, so that she's like not being a jerk. No, no, my queen, you are totally the best. You're like the fairest of them all. No, no, not even that Snow White lady could be better than you. That. Oh wow. So she just like ignored us and then died of boredom, I guess. It's like a midday bright. There we go. Another one there. Hi. Two pieces. Oh, wait. I totally came to the wrong one. I actually meant to get like the one over there, but I think there's not actual way to get there from here. Because I can see on like the mini-map that's like top right of the screen. There's like a big gray mass, which kind of like indicates there's like an impassable like landmark, I guess, which is like this hill, because apparently I can kill huge ass enemies and like dragons and wyverns and stuff, but I can't try to climb a steep hill. Yep. Again, this is on the engine, but it still is kind of hilarious in like a very annoying kind of way, but you know, still, you need to find the joy in the small things in life. Like an able-bodied young witcher, like young, okay, maybe he's not young, but you know, like an able-bodied witcher that can easily slay a variety of monsters but can't actually do the climbing animation. Okay, it's like Raspberry Patch, Barrows. Wait, is there like two mirrors in like the hermit's place, or is like the second one for another quest that I don't have yet? Also, I still need to be killing some noon wraiths. I think I need like 9 of them. Let's see, temptation. 9 handfuls of shimmering dust. And I have... Wait, how many do I have? 5. Really? That's like very little, actually. Also, like that, like the particle effects are kind of like making this game very, very bright. Okay, 6. We need another 3. It's like 3 more noon wraiths. I'm having like the hardest time not calling them moon wraiths. Which is not quite the same. Wait, there's like one in the road? How? And like the game also doesn't ever explain why there are midday brides at the places where there should be like pieces of Alina's mirror. It's also like a weird thing. I guess they couldn't actually like place all the items at the ground, and you just needed to have like something that you can loot. Although in that case, I wonder why they didn't just like put like a mirror object from which you could loot the mirror item. Oh well, I'm not here to question greatness. I'm just here to suffer through it. Okay. Just like randomly turning on and off the AC, because it keeps alternating between too hot and too cold in here. So yeah, like that like motion that you see me do every now and again is like me turning off the AC and then turning on the AC and then turning off the AC again, and so on and so forth. Repeat ad nauseum. Oh, hey, another Nunna Wraith. Gimme. I mean, they're not particularly strong, are they? That's like, what, 8? Okay, that's fine. Oh, you know what? I think I may have actually accidentally like used a couple of shimmering... What's their names? When I was trying to make room and started like making a bunch of potions. So yeah, it's kind of like, eh. I should be more careful about that. But then again, we're also nearing the end of the game, so I just really want this to be done. If anything, I'm like very excited to like get an excuse to stream Chrono Trigger after this. Wait, I must find a craftsman? What was that?
Geralt!
What?
I asked you to hide if it turned dangerous.
Their voices. From all those women who live here.
They're dead, Alvin.
So many fear me. When they think I can't hear, they call me the Devil's Child.
Why?
Those
I don't
people,
care.
they're just afraid of what they don't understand.
I want them to like me. I don't want them to die. What should I do?
So I guess number 1 is like the do whatever, number 2 is like help people, and number 3 is like be secretive. I like the like neutral path, to be honest.
We are masters of our own fate.
I always feel better talking to you.
Do you know? God. I must find a craftsman who can reassemble Alina's mirror. I told Alvin we are masters of our own fate. Uh-huh.
It's unavoidable.
Kind of rings a bit hollow in like a RPG game. Okay. So who might that craftsman be? Of course. It's like a good chance to just like find the last Noon Wraith as well, and just like go turn the quest in as well. Come on. Come on. I will say that I'm gonna be happy to be done with like at least this area, because it's getting very, I don't know, it's actually like messing with my eyesight, all this yellow. I don't know, it's like way too bright. It shouldn't be like this. It's almost like as if it's like glowing or something. Which I'm not sure if it's like the intended effect, but it is very distracting. Also, I am going to like tab out for a moment and try and like get an idea of where like the other pieces of Raven's armor are. Because I'm pretty sure I might like be missing like something very obvious. Yay! Temptation! Quest complete. Successfully tempted. I mean, no. Not tempted. Wyvern? Genadia. Okay, never mind. We don't really need to go that way, do we? Wow. Oh, Adam's house. Wait, no, blacksmith. Never mind. I would have been I would have been like very awkward, right? Like Adam, the guy we just like implicated on all the murders, is the only one that can fix the mirror. Although it might be, because then it would kind of like make a certain kind of poetic sense. Now I do kind of hope it's not Adam.
Ah, women.
Can you enjoy watching me play the game and rant about it?
Yes?
I'm
Can you
glad to hear that, I guess. Probably. Maybe. Although I generally am not like known for my ranting. I hope. I mean, and again, I do like this game. I think it has like a lot of neat ideas. I just don't like how a lot of them are executed. That's about like the summary of this all.
Master Witcher.
Yay.
I have the glimmering dust.
Finally! I'll make my husband an amulet to repel
Oh
the
wow, she
succubus.
sounds like very American.
The herb manual as agreed.
Farewell.
She just like sounds like she's like from Texas or something. Oh wait, we already knew how to get these. What?
Farewell.
I need a
I'm
refund
feeling
or
under
like
the
whatever
weather.
like that is. Not actually a refund, like whatever the return policy thing is.
Yeah.
Your wife gave me this. I need to sell it back to you. Tell her I said hi. Wouldn't that be like a Witcher thing to say?
Is my mirror ready?
Like new. Now.
Here.
I'm tired.
That was fast. I must find the Noon Wraith, see if the legends about the mirror are true. Okay, so Swamp Cemetery. Where the hell is that? Wait, what? Are there actually more locations after like this part of chapter 4? Because I'm not sure I like that. Alina's broken mirror, cat harness. Ripples, a gold bracelet. Yeah, and like the other one, factional leaders, the heat of the city, the day, pass of destiny. Yeah, I guess we need to go this way. But yeah, is there like an entire part of like... okay, I need to... I did say I want to like look this up. So okay, we got the piece of armor from the crypt at the lakeside. Fair enough. Notes of an elven minstrel. Ooh. Found in a sarcophagus in the Striga's crypt on the island in the swamp cemetery. Okay. Remain of Raven's armor in Raven's sarcophagus in Raven's crypt. Swamp cemetery. Okay, so there's like another location after this, I guess. After we're done with like the whole like humans versus Vodianoi thing and like all this like marriage business. Ugh. Nope. Wrong way. Wrong way. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Maybe not for those reasons, but like if some enjoyment is to be made in this game, then I'm glad it's happening. If like the ranting is what you enjoy, oh boy, you're gonna hate my next stream game. Because let me tell you, I love Chrono Trigger a lot. And Chrono Cross as well, which is what I'm gonna stream after Chrono Trigger, hopefully, if you know the PS3 kind of plays along. Because it has like that whole like HDCP thing that I still haven't found where I placed my adapter for. So yeah, that might also be a small problem. So in case you didn't know, the PS3 comes built in with something called HDCP, which is high definition content protection or something like that. If I'm not severely mistaken. And it's more or less a kind of like DRM for not being able to capture footage off of HD devices. And generally what this is meant to do is to stop you from like loading up Netflix on a console and then capturing all the like shows off of a capture card or something like that. But the problem is that at the same time, it also kind of stops like generally the use of capture cards. So if I were to stream, say, something of the PS3, like a game, the capture card would get blocked because of the HDCP. Now in PS4, this is a toggle. So you have to kind of like activate it in the options, and if you have it deactivated, you can't use like video streaming services. So if you don't turn on HDCP, you can't launch Netflix or Hulu or Crunchyroll or whatever. On the PS3, however, it's always turned on by default and there's no way to turn it off. So that makes wanting to capture games with like an HDMI highly problematic.
Alina, take a good... So romantic.
I am Alina.
Oh,
I must hurry. I am to marry soon.
Normally, like how people like get around
Alina,
this is
you're
by
dead.
using a composite cable,
Say so. I feel wonderful.
like the RGB, like the red and yellow and white
Strange.
cables.
It's hot as hell.
I must gather raspberries for my...
Blah, blah, blah.
Why did Alina's soul refuse to leave?
Maybe Nehelenia's mirror is not enough to break the curse.
Sorry, I was just like trying to.
I heard a story of a Noonwraith who wouldn't wed a Nilfgaardian.
A legend, you say? Maybe I should ask those who know folk wisdom.
Geralt, do you love someone?
Do I? Me? I love me.
Me? I don't know.
That's sad. You should fall in love.
That's like totally random. Okay, so I guess we need to go to the hermit now, right? But yeah, there's like one way to get around the whole HDCP thing on PS3 is to use a composite cable, which is like the red, yellow, white video and audio outputs. But unfortunately, capture cards don't generally capture that unless they're like very pricey or very cheap, because the cheap ones are kind of like the older ones, and the expensive ones are the ones that can kind of like handle multiple inputs, like aside from like HDMI. And since I have neither of those, the only other option is to kind of like trick the system into not realizing that it's being hooked up to like a capture device. So how that works is that there are certain brands of HDMI splitters in the market. And what an HDMI splitter does, it takes one HDMI input and kind of like breaks it down and makes it like splits it into 2 or like 3 or 4 different ones. So by connecting an HDMI splitter between the PS3 and the capture card, the console actually thinks you're just hooking it up to a TV. So
I can't meditate with a fire out. Seems I have to light it
it's like
first.
no longer trying to block you from capturing anything. It takes some working to, work properly, and it doesn't work with all devices, but I did manage that in the past, and that's how like I streamed Persona 3.
Do you know how to help
So
a ghost enter the realm
hopefully,
of the dead?
Eventually I'm going to manage to do that.
Alina gained possession of a rare and powerful item. The Nehelenia's.
Yes, I know.
I gave Alina the mirror.
And?
She ceased attacking me and seems to understand who she is. But she doesn't believe in her own death.
Then you must speak with the Lady of the Lake or the local soothsayer. Only they might know how to solve this problem.
Thanks. Farewell.
Really? There's like an endless back and forth here. Like, why did I have to come to this guy to, learn about this? I might as well just like go to the Lady of the Lake though, because I've got another 3 quests that I need to turn in there. And honestly, at this point, I just like want this chapter to end, and there's still like that swamp cemetery island, so it's not going to end anytime soon. I don't know. I just feel that this game needs some edits to just like generally be a shorter game. Like even like doing away with half of the side quest, this would have been such a more focused kind of experience. Or hell, you know what? Here's like another easier fix. Just like allow me to teleport between fireplaces. Just have Triss give me an item at the start of like chapter 3 or like whatever that allows me to kind of like do the whole like Harry Potter like port key thing, or like Flu network or whatever that's called, the travel via fireplace kind of thing. I mean, why not? There's like clearly there is teleportation going on in this game. That would like shave 5 or 6 hours off of this game. Wait, what? Place of power, campfire, corpse. Have I actually been to this side of the lakeside? I think I have, but maybe not. Yeah, you know, actually, I'm sure I have because I remember that pack of wolves. And I remember trying to do the exact same thing last time and skipping them. And it didn't really work as like I expected, and I ended up having to fight them. And I was actually sure there were like more than just like these two. Slow response, maybe. I don't know. Toruviel, Chiridan. We're like done with this part of chapter 4, right? Like she will like no longer like give me quests or stuff. Bye. Also, favorite dialogue in the game ever is like the Fisher King. Hi.
Take care.
I'd love the option to reply with like grunts of my own. Like he's go like I'm like I'm like I'm like I'm so funny sometimes, right? Oh, do we also maybe like want to fight Dagon? Let's see, Lady of the Lake. Give me Excalibur.
Berengar has no interest in destiny.
Clearly my vision pertained to you, Geralt.
Oh, yes.
If you say so.
I like the pose
When
that she
the
took.
time comes.
I shall aid you with a gift.
Yes.
Me. I mean...
Milady, please tell me how to send the soul of Alina, a noon wraith, into the beyond.
Alina's soul no longer understands who she is.
How can I restore her identity?
By no small miracle, Alina acquired a Nehelenia's
Oh my
mirror.
god. I know.
The mirror worked, partially. Alina thinks she's alive and plans to marry.
Lost souls of the dead are more sensitive than the living. Poetry should halt her long enough to see her damned sister.
Excuse me?
Dandelion will be perfect for that.
Good
Excuse
luck,
me?
Witcher.
Poetry? Really? I need to sing the dead lady
Milady.
a poem?
Indeed. Here.
So,
Okay, can you give me a quest as well?
Milady, I have had a revelation and wish to embark on a mission.
Geralt, I'm warning you.
The hermit helped me come to an understanding.
Tell me.
Soon I will depart. I don't know if I'll find my grail, but I must.
I shall not keep you.
I do understand your sorrow, your solitude. If I
what?
can do
Oh
anything.
no, is this like a...
Cease treating me like a goddess. I have enough worshippers. I lack
Oh my
one
god,
who
this
sees
is
me
gonna...
as other than the object of a
Is
cult.
this like the sex scene?
Milady, simple folk, they don't understand.
Oh god, this is
I
a sex
judge
scene,
them
isn't
not.
it?
But let's return to your desire to help. Begin by paying me a compliment.
I'm no good at this. Milady, your wisdom is inferior only to your goodness.
Enough. I choose not to believe you don't find me attractive. Rather, I blame your famous scruples.
My famous what now?
Milady, your eyes are like stars glimmering in the night sky.
Distant and cold. Weak, Witcher.
Your
Weak
ass
witch.
puts others to shame.
Wow.
None has ever paid me such a compliment. My brave knights only praise my soul.
So seriously, are we doing like the
No, I
whole like
knew where
everyone
their
loves me but
eyes
I need someone
fixated.
to love me?
Regardless,
Compliment.
Geralt, Must I tell you my desire?
Oh, no.
Or can you divine it?
Really? Yep, another one. Well done. I think I have like a deck full of these cards at this point.
Yes?
Why the Fisher King?
Shinaz called you clever. Yet your voice betrayed...
Milady,
You think yourself the old...
Milady.
Males are...
I'm sorry.
You're too old to take offense.
I'm going.
I jest. It wasn't that bad.
I was supposed to slay Dagon.
Indeed.
I'm working.
Wow. Okay. I sometimes hate like the direction this game takes. Nah. This is like neither clever nor unique. It's not a subversion. It's like one of the oldest stupid justifications for having that kind of content in the game. It's like, I'm so lonely, everyone loves me and worships me, but I just need a man. Yeah. It's like, if you weren't clear, it's like particularly one kind of content in this game that I don't enjoy, and I don't think is good at all, is the freaking cards and the scenes that come with them. Like, seriously, she had better give me something called this Excalibur after this. Oh, wait. Lady of the Lakes Ruby? So why are there like 2 altars? If I only have like one... Oh. No, never mind. Oh boy. Oh wow, that's actually like a really nice effect. Like Dagon. There's like a slightly bigger fish person. Do 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 do. Please tell me I'm not gonna kill him in a cutscene. Oh, hey, this actually looks halfway intimidating. That's nice. Also, why can't I hit him? Oh, I see. I'm using the wrong sword. Oh, wait, hold on. I think he's like losing life every time I kill one of these. Yeah, that's kind of like a cool mechanic. Okay, so I think one more will do it. Oh, come on. Did that get it? No? Yay! Dagon is dead. Ding dong, Dagon is dead. Or like Dagon, I don't know. Amber, Dagon secretions. Ew, that's like actually kind of gross sounding, but sure. I guess a winner is me. Also, you know what? This actually kind of like makes me want to stream Ultima 9 at some point, because that's like also a very deeply flawed game. So what the hell? Basilisk. Oh, never mind. I don't care about that. Okay. Hi. Dagon is dead. Well done. GG.
Yes?
I killed Dagon.
In gratitude,
Dagon, okay.
I will part the curtain of mists, allowing you to recall something of your past abilities.
Thank you, milady.
Oh.
Use my gift wisely.
Use my gift wisely. And bringing the races together. I mean, it kind of feels like very...
Yes.
Like a very understated.
Milady, do you approve?
You slew the bloody divinity Dagon, and brought the races together in peace. I am content.
I believed it the best choice.
Am I gonna get the sword now?
Farewell.
Aww. No sword. That sucks. So what does that like your past abilities thing that she was talking about? Is it just like just XP or something like that? XP. Oh well. I guess. Oh, we got actually like a gold skill. Well, I know where I'm putting it. Let's see. Strength level 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. Got like 3 silver ones as well. Let's see. Resistance to bleeding is nice. Some stamina. And... I don't know. Like stronger signs. Why not? Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. So basically only have like the... Oh, I need to be patient, okay. Basically just like need to finish the like Alina's quest now, and we're like done with like this part of the map. I guess we like the next part of chapter 4 is kind of the swamp thingy, whatever it's called. Which I mean is fine. I wonder if the Vodianoi priest has anything to say about this. Or like this girl. I know everything.
Take care.
Oh, wait, he's not here anymore? It's like daytime. He's supposed to be here. Or is it like that a case of, yeah, the story doesn't need you anymore, so just like show off? Kind of like an extra in like a series or something. I also have to assume that Berengar still won't talk to me. Like any further. Not, you know, just won't talk to me. Because for a guy that hits my guts, he's like surprisingly chatty. If that's the word. I mean, I would just like love if we could finish this chapter in the next 40 or so minutes, just to know, like wrap up the stream in like a nice end of chapter kind of way, and then maybe tomorrow I can just like finish the rest of it and like chapter 5 and the epilogue and be done with it. Somehow I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, my bad. We actually do need to go to the inn. Where Dandelion has fortuitously appeared.
This place stinks.
Yes, it does. So much.
Can I help you?
Geralt?
I need your help.
Right. Shoot.
I need a poem, a ballad.
No problem. But
Alina.
Isn't
not anymore.
So
Death, Dandelion. Alina is dead, and her spirit roams the fields in daytime. Somehow we have to get her to understand that she's no longer among the living.
Not your everyday commission, but I'm a professional. Any instructions?
Don't provoke her, and no jokes. She's dangerous.
Just put a
I'll need
dirty
time.
limerick in there.
You have until sunset. Meet in the fields before dusk.
Oh wow. In the evening by the raspberry patch. Okay, let's rest.
The mayor's daughter.
Truly.
They say Adam killed Selena. When
is that all?
Yeah,
How can
I know.
The mayor.
Anything?
How can I?
One.
Yes.
Sure.
It's kind of funny that this guy's like more expensive than his wife and his daughter. Because he literally rents us the rug. It's not like even a room. Rents us the rug in front of the fireplace for like 2 orands more than what the two ladies will.
Can I help you?
Yeah, tell your husband he's cheating me out of like 2 orands. Okay, let's go to the fields. So here's what I assume will happen. We resolve this quest. Suddenly Berengar wants to speak with us again, and suddenly the Lady of the Lake is ready to give us our reward. And then in some weird twist of fate, we get to go to the swamp cemetery area. And then we get stuck there for a while. And Alvin is still here at night. Why? Does he not sleep, like, at all? Like, given what has happened with Alina, I can get why he's not at her house anymore. But seriously, how is, like, going around like every other place randomly any better. Think I rested for too long? Ooh, I mean, maybe. I'll just like find out, I guess. I mean, there is like a fireplace somewhere around here, right? Yep. You are correct. But there is a campfire down there, so, you know, can still fix this. I mean, assuming I have enough...
I can't meditate with a fire out. Seems I can't meditate with a fire out. I can't meditate with a fire out. Seems I have to light it first.
You don't say. Just like go like a couple of hours before dusk then. Okay. I see. Now she's friendly somehow. She's not like even neutral as she was before.
The sun.
Okay, now I am missing Dandelion. So is this a case that now I rested like until like too early? Let me just like burn Alvin for a moment here. Ah. Just like keep resting for 1 hour at a time. Or am I supposed to meet Dandelion at like the entrance of... Oh, she despawned. Okay. Like, am I supposed to like meet Dandelion at like the entrance to this area before coming here? In the evening by the raspberry patch. Oh. Hi.
Iambic or dactylic? Or maybe something new. I'm feeling uninspired. What a nightmare. Iambic or dactylic? Or maybe something
there.
new.
I don't care.
I'm feeling uninspired. Geralt?
How's the poem?
Really?
Could we do this tomorrow?
Too late.
Master Dandelion, you're to play at my wedding.
Milady, Geralt and I have devised a short poem for 2 voices. Care to listen?
Seriously?
Proceed.
Now we're
His
gonna do
lips sealed,
this.
his eyes blank, his breast stone cold, his heart has ceased. Still in this world, yet no longer apart. Who is this man?
The deceased.
New life comes as hope springs true. His soul shines by memory embraced. The dead returns to the land of his youth to seek his beloved's face. His breast heaves, yet cold it remains. His lips move, his eyes engrossed. Return to the world, but detained by death. Who is this man?
A very, very uninspired voice actor.
A ghost.
Stop! Stop! Selena killed me. My soul
So
shall
yeah,
know
bad
peace
poems
until
are
I am
apparently
avenged.
the only weakness of an Unwraith. Oh, and now we get this.
Alina, it's me, Selena. As you can see, you have been avenged.
Selena, don't blame yourself. I know you never.
She needs to be avenged, but she knows it wasn't her fault.
I'm filled with regret. 'Tis justice. I am damned to
See,
walk
this
the
is like the
fields
kind
at
of
night to the
writing
end
I'm
of
here
time.
for. Like the utterly meaningless,
able to lift one
meandering,
curse, I see
going
no
around in
reason why
circles.
we
I
shouldn't.
think.
Will you help, Witcher?
I'll try. Why did I save Abigail? Were her honor or virtue threatened? No. Because the law was being broken?
No.
No. Did I choose the lesser evil?
No.
The Reverend and his flock made a choice.
No.
I'm a witcher. I neither judge nor punish. I solve human problems. Not always using a sword.
So, are they implying that like both wraiths had like sex with Dandelion?
Wanderer, driven on by the wind as I am. Why do you disturb me?
What?
I'd like to help.
Someone exists who is not indifferent to my fate. What is this? A wreath of immortality? Crown me, white-haired one.
Really?
Free me.
Go in peace, Selena. You have suffered enough.
Okay. Wow.
Dandelion, care to explain why?
Well done, Geralt. I would have warned you, but I had to rely on a sudden inspiration.
Spare me your inspirations in the future.
Stop sulking. It worked, didn't it? Gave me an idea. I'll develop that theme into an epic work about folk customs.
Well, folk you, Dandelion.
Geralt?
Folk you. And your epic poem. Wow. But seriously, what happens if we don't pick the wreath here from like the hermit? I assume that we have to fight Selena's ghost or like Dusk Wraith. I'm kind of like happy that I chose that over the other things, because I would love to have seen what ends up happening when you choose like the house or something like that. It's like ownership of a place in town, I want to say, or like in the country or something is like the other one. Say what? Oh, did I... What? What did Abigail have to do with this? I mean, she's supposed to be the... She's supposed to be the healer that like kind of like helped me put the mirror together. I don't know why Geralt suddenly decides that like he has to reminisce on that specifically, but maybe that's like the reasonable connection between the two. I mean, honestly, I don't think like even the writer kind of knew. Maybe they, I don't know. Maybe if you decide to kill Abigail in chapter 1, like this whole quest plays out differently. I mean, we can kind of like check, right? Let's see, Selena. Selena was Tobias's Hoffman's elder daughter, jealous, blah 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 blah.
Turbulent times.
Witcher neutral flag. It doesn't really say. How about Abigail? Abigail was a witch who lived in the outskirts of Vizima, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see. The hit of the day is like this is the quest that we just did. Helena died, she became a Noon Wraith. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. If Abigail is the healer, she then suggests that Dandelion could help out by writing something poetic, which is also what the Lady of the Lake does. But if we've killed Abigail in chapter 1 and the old woman healer is in her place, she tells Geralt that he has innocent blood on his hands, so he cannot help Alina. When pressed further, she tells Geralt that the innocent was Abigail, the soothsayer from the outskirts. She goes on to say that only the dead can hear the dead. She asks if he knows anyone who would be willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. Okay. So just like basically because we didn't kill Abigail in chapter 1, this quest could have played slightly differently.
I'm itching to eat some.
Geralt?
I did what I could for Alina.
How did it happen?
Alina's soul
did it
found
happen?
peace. Selena.
Wait, there was no way I could help her?
There
I
was no
did
way
give
I
her
could
the
help
wreath.
her.
Thank you, Geralt.
Really?
I'm devastated. I was a happy man just a few days ago. Now, I don't know.
It's like the most
I may go back
passionless
to
voice. Thank you,
Anyone ask about
Geralt.
me?
I'm
No.
devastated.
Yes, I almost forgot. The Fisher King. I think he wants to see you.
Thank you. Farewell.
Wow. 400 orange for like going through that entire thing. Is it me or are like the what you call them, the payouts in this game very inconsistent with, you know, the actual stuff that you need to do to get those payouts? Like we get like 400 orange for just like basically banishing 2 ghosts of people that were like recently murdered here, but then we got like 800 for like killing 1 thing, which wasn't even like that much of a challenge. Okay, should go see the Fisher King, and yeah, that's about it. Wait, the Devourer contract. Oh God, I actually forgot I need to do this. Do we have any Alp Fangs and Devourer Teeth? Let's see. Devourer Teeth would have 6 out of 10, and Alp Fangs. I don't think so. Scimitar Jaw. Yeah, I don't actually have any Alp Fangs. Why? Why, oh why? Cadaverine, Death Dust, more Cadaverine. Just I can go out. Huh. Maybe I don't have the journal entry for Alp. No, I do. You know, I actually don't really care about doing this quest, to be honest. I'm like so tired at this point of this game. I just like want it to end. And honestly, like getting like a 2,000 like orange, I assume. Like I get 1,000 a piece if the other hunt quests are kind of like to be like kind of like comparatively. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah. See ya. Yeah. What's up? Yo. Fisher King, you kind of like needed to tell me something. So how did he communicate that he needed to speak to me through like grunts?
I negotiated a peace between the humans and the Vodyanoi. I also defeated Dagon. Nothing to say again? Care to try? A short magic word. I know you can do it.
I wouldn't just... Why wouldn't
Come
you
now,
just like...
before I decide you're a grumpy boob and a dimwit.
Grumpy boob. Gimlet? Because I don't feel the need to talk incessantly?
Well...
Wow. I could have just like told him that I had sex with his like the person he worships, right? I would like piss him off, right?
I have no idea. All right, I'll try to get... I shouldn't keep...
Am I getting my sword now? Oh, okay. Where is she? Do I have to wait until daytime? Oh, never mind, she's at the altar of Dagon, I don't know. Like, the game says Dagon, but I kind of like feel like it's pronounced more like Dagon. Oh, that's why the Vodianoi priest wasn't there. Okay. That's kind of like fair.
Yes?
I mean, what do you mean, yes? You...
Milady, it seems I am needed in Murky Waters.
Destiny has brought you here. We must speak.
What's the guy doing?
Naturally.
I am a goddess. You are the sword of destiny. Death has followed you for years.
Oh my god, it's like so distracting to have like a random idiot photobombing the discussion.
From the Lady of the Lake.
Yay, I get a sword now, right?
Fulfill your destiny.
What gift is that?
Me. I mean, no, the sword. But also me. Okay, now she's suddenly in the water.
Kneel, Geralt of Rivia, White Wolf.
Okay. Also, is her ass kind of like
traveled
illuminated?
A long path fraught with danger. You demonstrated courage and goodness. By divine power, I hereby knight you.
And then she stops.
Face your enemies without fear. Safeguard the helpless. Never lie, even if it means your death. That is your oath. Arise a knight.
And get Excalibur.
Destiny will give you no rest. A long road lies ahead. I see death
Excalibur.
and blood.
Well,
I
kind of like prefer, like, considering like
Take
how much
this sword
sex
as a sign of my
like
favor.
Geralt has in like the series.
Once the blade of a great
in like
warrior,
this game,
it
I
lay
prefer
in
the
depths
term
for ages,
Excalibur.
awaiting your arrival.
Milady.
Shh, Witcher. It matters not if you believe in destiny. With the blade I present you, you will complete your mission.
Thank you, milady.
Yes, Excalibur.
Go, White
exactly.
Wolf, and do what must be done. May you fulfill your destiny.
Now she's just like disappearing, but I'm gonna like laugh out loud if she's still here at the end. Oh, she just like despawned. Hey, is that this? Errand. Oh, 60% increased damage. Cool. That's like kind of a shame it has the exact same skin as the regular rune sword. Or like silver sword, I guess. So where do we go now? Okay. So is that it? Okay, give me just a moment. Sorry about that. Oh boy. So I kind of have to ask here, is there like any quest that I'm missing here? Because like the Alvin quest is pointing me back at the altar, and I don't have anything to, you know, do there. Aha. Okay.
Berenger? I betrayed Kier Moran's location to the Salamandra leader. Then I helped them with their research. I was hunting the beast in the outskirts of Vizima when they captured me. I escaped and ran into Kalkstein, accepting his offer to open the tower in the swamp. That's when they nabbed me again. They weren't as nice the second time around. Finding Alvin, bringing him to them, was the only way I could save my skin.
Why are you telling me this?
I wanted to tell you to your face. See that famous icy glare of yours?
Oh, wow. But should I just like be very like neutral about this? I don't know.
I don't intend to judge you.
Does that mean you understand? You don't condemn me?
Fuck you up. I don't know.
Condone your choices.
I don't really care enough to fight this guy.
Meaning?
Do what you think is right. I'm not your nanny.
Take this. We'll meet again, White Wolf.
What did I just get? Level gain? Berengar's letter. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. I always believed the witches have stripped me of the ability to communicate with humans. Now I know this to be untrue. Whatever the reason, I cannot talk to people, so I write this letter instead. Herein, I admit, I am a coward. I feel pain, incapacitation, and death. I was afraid I'd Kier Moran. Blah, 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 blah. Was that it? Okay. That was kind of inconsequential.
I have a job I need to finish. Come with me if you like.
Huh? What? I mean, I kind of assume he's like gonna like help me do whatever it is I need to do now, since I've kind of like not forgiven him, but also how did he get to the island? I've like literally left with the only boat. Oh boy.
Geralt of Rivia, I've oft heard of your death.
Forgive me, but I don't think I've ever heard of yours.
Who is this?
White Rayla. What brings you here, Witcher?
Slaying monsters. Nothing unusual.
Have you seen a unit of elves in the area?
No, no units.
Watch what you say. You're hardly untouchable. If I discover you working with the Scoia'tael...
Threatening me?
No. Merely helping you to avoid a serious error whose consequences might prove too dire for you to handle.
You watch your step too. I'm not some emaciated elf. I can defend myself.
I don't doubt it. Know that Vizima is burning. Non-humans have turned it into a war zone. Those poor starving elves are murdering humans by the dozen. My orders are to halt the unit to Ruvialep Shahil commands, and I won't have you getting in my way. They're cowering in the village and have taken hostages. We'll attack soon.
I'll talk to the elves. Maybe they'll listen to reason.
Siegfried vouched for you, so I'll give you a chance. Your intervention at the bank prevented the Scoia'tael from gaining gold to buy arms and provisions. Though weak, I doubt they'll heed you. But you never know. Promise them a fair trial if they lay down their arms.
I'll try to persuade them. Wait until I return.
You have my word.
Well, that was sudden. Sudden quest is sudden.
An order's an order.
An order's an order. That's
The
why
eternal
we
fire
need the order.
speaks through the Grand Master.
Like, sheesh, I mean... So yeah, kind of wondering here, like I know Abigail kind of appeared suddenly in like chapter 4. Does that mean like Berengar or like someone else that I kind of like spared later on, earlier on, will show up? Hi.
As White Rayla's adjutant, I would like a word with you, Witcher.
I spoke to Rayla. Heard enough for today.
Rayla is an excellent officer and truly detests non-humans. Perfect to lead this mission.
But let me guess. Though she's a mercenary, she has her honor and keeps her word. Yet she's prepared to avert a massacre of civilians, even if that means the elves will escape.
We foiled the robbery at Vivaldi's bank, and the Scoia'tael are weakened. We can afford the best mercenaries, yet we cannot trust Rayla as we trust you.
Looking to recruit me? Am I to stand with Rayla and kill the elves?
I'll put it in your terms. Monsters infest the village, hunt its inhabitants. They are destitute and hungry, and all the more dangerous for that.
Why would I do that? For some of Vivaldi's gold?
Is this where I choose?
To support a just cause and prevent a massacre like that in the outskirts, and to save your friends from ravenous beasts.
Okay. Fine, let me just like make a manual save here. I guess this is probably the choice that we make.
Geralt?
Like
Dandelion.
Teruviel's elves have taken hostages in the village. What do we do?
I spoke with Rayla. She's leading the Knights of the Order.
Geralt. Alvin's one of the hostages.
I know. I'll try negotiating with them.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Now
I'll
Alvin
keep a
is in the
lookout
village.
behind the village mayor's house. When you're ready,
I need to talk to White Rayla and Teruviel.
You'll manage.
I must speak with Teruviel before I decide. Because of course I do. Dwarven Berserker, really?
My regards, Mr. Witcher.
What a dump.
I like how like everyone's so well behaved when I'm just like joining their hostage situation.
Yes?
Wait, what?
You alright?
No, I feel strange. I can hear what they're thinking. It's terrible, Geralt.
Do you have the necklace?
Yes, I wear it all the time.
The elves refuse to concede
that's like
that
the
the
harshest
world
one
has
of the three.
changed. They cannot win, but still they fight. It's their sad, desperate attempt at halting evolution.
Evolution.
I'll remember that, Geralt.
Really?
Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it.
I've got to talk to Teruviel. Stay here.
Okay, where is Teruviel?
What a dump.
Is that Dandelion? He's like totally hiding there. It's like not like he's in line of sight of at least 3, like 4 people. I guess he's in like Selena's house? No. Where's Teruviel?
What a dump.
We'll die with dignity.
Oh, there we go.
Geralt, why have you come?
I've come to prevent a massacre.
There will be no massacre if they let us depart.
You could have left the children alone.
In faith I could not. White Rayla stands on that shore. Several peasant corpses made no impression on her. The children halted her advance.
White Rayla wants you to lay down your arms. She guarantees you a fair trial.
You take me for a fool, Witcher. White Rayla exacts only one punishment, death. The unit from Vizima spoke of you. Why should I trust you?
Release the peasants, Then you can kill each other as you please.
I shall release no one. Try any of your tricks and these Dwan will die. And tell that singer to cease lurking behind the house before...
Oh. I should talk to Dandelion.
Yep.
At least let Alvin go.
No.
Okay.
Geralt?
Dandelion, things have gone from bad to worse.
Scoia'tael on one side, the Order on the other, and us in the middle with Alvin.
One should never negotiate with terrorists. Negotiation leads to concessions. Concessions are a victory for terror. Folks become fearful, uncertain.
What?
I chose the lesser evil. The bank's new owners were grateful for the Order's intervention.
What?
They agreed to support the crusade against non-humans. We won't need to wait long to see the results.
That's not the neutral part. Oh, wait, does it? Is the only choice when I go speak to Alvin?
Geralt, what now? Leaving's not an option. You'd make enemies of both the Order and the non-humans.
I'm not worried about that. I'd rather save Alvin, but if I go, there could be a massacre.
Witcher, this feels like a pivotal moment.
So,
what you
why
do
did I get
will
to
have
the video
consequences.
before the choice?
So do we grab Alvin and...
Exactly.
What should I do?
Find the Fisher King and tell him to be ready. We're going back to Vizima.
All right.
Maybe,
See you at the lakeside.
Maybe he means the choice of like having help.
I want
the
to get
elves
Alvin
at
out
the,
of here.
like the
I can't allow
order
him to
at
be
the bank.
harmed in any way.
The little one has come to love you as a son loves a father. We do not kill
Aw.
children. Take him with you.
Wait, didn't she just say that she wouldn't give him to us? That's so stupid.
It's a trap! They're attacking!
Also, I love that knights in like full armor are actually like stealthy and like murdering people like from behind.
Alvin, no!
Whoops. Wait, they have to fight everyone now? What? No! Okay, I guess we are on the neutral path, since I'm having to fight everyone at the same time. It's kind of funny, like, suddenly everyone hates us, I don't know why. Like, literally makes no sense.
For victory!
There's like one NPC left. Nope, two. Whoops. Well, one. Oh, I guess everyone's dead. I guess.
For freedom!
I mean, I guess we're like all balanced now that like everyone attacked us all at once. That's like good confirmation there by the game. Oh, Jesus, like so many lootables here. Okay, I need to find Dandelion. Where the hell is he? Oh, Lakeside, okay. Oh, that's right, because we sent him to speak to the Fisher King. Okay. I mean, I assume this is it for Chapter 4, since we've, like, killed, like, the major... like, both of the major factions. I mean, there's no one else left to fight, right? I guess, like, White Rayla, maybe. Which is kind of a shame. I would, like, easily imagine that, like, the neutral path was gonna be something, like, harder to achieve than just, like, one choice at the, like, end of the game-ish. And also in my mind, I was, like, kind of, like, half expecting for them to kind of, like, you know, reward you with, like, choosing the neutral ending by, like, making, like, a threesome scene with both White Rayla and Toruviel. Oh well, I guess that's not happening. Let's tell White Rayla that we betrayed her trust. Hi.
Witcher?
What happened?
Fucking fanatics, not an ounce of professionalism. They stripped me of my command. When I refused to attack, my adjutant pulled out a letter from Siegfried.
Wait, Siegfried?
Had it all
Wasn't
along.
he kind of like supposed to be like sympathetic
How
to the
did it
elves?
go?
I decided to stay out of the fight.
What of the elves?
And I don't care who won. The victors should arrive at any moment.
Time to abandon this post.
The
No
Fisher
one's
King's
coming.
boat is taken.
We'll meet again.
Wow, that was
Time I was on my way.
that was like very anticlimactic. She just like basically, whatever. I'm going home. Good grief.
Geralt?
Berengar. I have his confession. It contains some clues that could be important.
Clues?
We haven't finished with Salamandra. Azar Javed, the mage who attacked Kaer Morhen,
I mean,
is
we
somewhere
already
in
knew that
Vizima.
because he escaped.
He feared neither
in the last
sorcerer
chapter.
nor the hosts of the damned.
You're raving, Dandelion.
And walked bravely on.
Let's... This is bad. Really bad.
What happened?
Alvin opened a portal and disappeared. He could be anywhere.
We need to get back to Vizima. Triss might have some ideas.
Vizima it is, then.
After you.
Wait, that's it? So how do we go to the swamp cemetery? Also, it's like a random dog. And, I mean, we didn't really like see any dogs in this chapter, so what gives? Also, Dandelion playing his lute in the rain, like nothing's happening. Dyke. Okay, I'm kind of curious about like the swamp cemetery, to be honest. Once this cutscene is over, I'm gonna have a
We
look
arrive
and
in
see.
Vizima soon.
Smell that?
Yeah. Smoke. Something's burning.
Heavy and stifling. Like thatched roof huts.
Damn it, Geralt, look!
It's like the weirdest animation ever. It's like, damn it, Geralt, look!
Gods damn it, Geralt. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
You should be used to the sight of fighting by now, Dandelion.
We should never grow accustomed to violence and horror.
Luckily, we mutants have no feelings as
Nose to the ground, forging on.
Old Vizima.
Probably the site of the heavy...
We need to get inside.
Geralt?
Oh, okay. Like some
You sure you want?
I'd never do.
But matters.
I hope you don't think I'm
not at all.
Blah blah blah. Okay, so I assume like currently we're in chapter 5. Yep. Does that actually mean that we've skipped the rest of the thing? Okay, I need to search. What was it called? Like Swamp Cemetery? Oh, it's where much of the action in chapter 5 takes place. Okay, so I guess we didn't like miss out on like the armor. It's okay, chapter 5. This is supposed to be kind of like a shortish chapter. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the game. And we're going to call it for tonight, since kind of like need to make dinner and it's like 7:30 already. And we've got an early start tomorrow. So I'm just like calling it for tonight. Let's put a pin in it, and hopefully tomorrow chapter 5 and the epilogue are like not longer than 3 hours. So on Tuesday, no, like I don't stream on Tuesdays. On Wednesday, I can finally get started with Chrono Trigger. There's not like that many people in here, so I'm not gonna raid anyone as far as I can see. Things like only Mana is here at the moment. So I can totally like, give you a few recommendations on who to watch next, if that's what you're after. But yeah, I think that's probably it for tonight. I am going to call it, and you know what, screw it. Just like raid Raiken. He's like doing a Mass Effect 2, so that would be like a pleasant surprise. But yeah, have a very pleasant evening, and I will see you tomorrow with hopefully the end of Witcher 1. Have a very pleasant evening and good night.